Good morning, students. Today's topic is contemporary political system, socialism. In this topic's objectives are first is various economic and political theories advocating collective and governmental ownership and administration of the means of production and distribution of goods. Next is a system of society or group living in which there is no private property. And the next is a system on condition of society in which the means of production are owned and controlled by the state. And the next is the objective are a stage of society in Marxist theory, transitional between capitalism and communism, and distinguished by unequal distribution of goods and pay according to work done. And the introduction of what is a socialism. Socialism is a populist economic and political system based on public ownership, also known as collective or common ownership of the means of production. Those means include the machinery, tools, and factories used to produce goods that aim to directly satisfy human needs. And the next is communism and socialism are umbrella terms referring to two left wings schools of economic thought both oppose capitalism, but socialism predate the Communist Manifesto. 1848 pamphlet by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels by a few decades, and that the communism and socialism in a purely socialistic system. All legal production and distribution decisions are made by the government, and individual rely on the state for everything from food and health care. The government determines the output and precising levels of these goods and services. And the next is socialistic content that shared ownership of resources and central planning provide a more equal distribution of goods and services and a more equitable society. And what is the understanding by socialism? Understanding socialism, common ownership under socialism may take space shaped through technocratic, oligarchic, totalitarian, democratic, or even voluntary rule. A prominent historical example of a society socialist country is the Soviet Union. Contemporary examples include Cuba, Venezuela, and China. And due to practical challenges, and poor track record. Socialism is sometimes referred to as a utopian or post scarcity system, although modern adherents believe it could work, it only properly implemented. And they argue socialism creates equality and provides security. A worker's value comes from the amount of time they work, not in the value of what they produce. While capitalism exploits workers for the benefits of the wealthy. And the socialistic ideals include production for use rather than for profit and equitable distribution of wealth and material resources among all people. No more competitive buying and selling in the market, and free access to goods and services. Or, as an old socialistic slogan describe it, from each according to ability to each according to need. This is the old socialistic slogan. And the next is origin of socialism. Socialism developed in opposition to the access and abuse of liberal individualism and capitalism under early capitalist economies during the late 18th and 19th centuries. Western European countries experienced industrial production and compound economic growth at a rapid pace. And some individuals and families rose to riches quickly, while others sank into poverty, creating income inequality and other social concerns. And the most famous early socialistic thinkers were Robert Owen, Harry de Saint Simon, Karl Marx, and Vladimir Lenin. It was primarily Lenin who expounded on the ideas of earlier socialists and helped bring socialist planning to the national level after the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. And the next, the following the failure of socialist central planning in the Soviet Union and Maoist China during the 20th century. Many modern socialists adjusted to a higher regulatory and redistributive system, sometimes referred to as market socialism or democratic socialism. And the socialism is a system in which every person of community has an equal share of the various elements of production, distribution, and exchange of resources. Such a form of ownership is granted through a democratic system of governance. Socialism has also been democrated through a cooperative system in which each member of the society owns a share of communal resources. And the rule of engagement in the socialistic system is that each person receives and contributes according to his ability. For this reason, individuals in a socialistic society tend to work very hard, and members of the community receive a share of the national once a percentage is taken off for the purpose of communal development. The areas into which resources are channeled include defense, education, and transportation. And this is the socialism his system of the rule. And for the common good is a term that is interpreted to mean taking care of people who cannot contribute to social development, such as children, caretakers, and the elders. And the next, the type of socialism. What type of socialism is there? The many form of socialism exist around the world, and they all differ when it comes to ideas or how best to incorporate capitalism into a socialistic structure. In these structures, the in addition, the different form of socialism emphasize the diverse aspect of social democracy. Here are some of the type of socialistic systems. What types of socialistic system? First of all, we see the democratic socialism. In democratic socialism, factors of production are under the management of an elected administration. Vital goods and services such as energy, housing, and transit are distributed through centralized planning, while a free market system is used to distribute consumer products. And the next is revolutionary socialism. The running philosophy of revolutionary socialism is that a socialistic system cannot emerge while capitalism is still in play. Revolutionaries believe that the route to a poorly, purely socialistic system requires a lot of struggle. In these struggle in such a system, the factor of production are owned and run by worker through a well developed and centralized structure. This is the revolutionary socialism and the libertarian socialism. Libertarian socialism works on the assumption that people are always rational, self determining, and autonomous. If capitalism is taken away, people naturally turn to a socialistic system because it is able to meet their need. This is the libertarian socialism. And the next is the market socialism. Market socialism. Under market socialism, the production process is under the control of ordinary workers. The workers decide how resources should be distributed, and the distribution of market socialism, the workers sell of what is in excess or give it out to members of the society who then distribute resources based on a free market system. This is the market socialism system in the market. And the next is green socialism. Green socialism is protective of natural resources. Large corporations in a green socialistic society are owned and run by the public. In addition, green socialism promotes the development and use of public transit as well as the processing and sale of locally ground food. And the production process is focused on ensuring the every member of the community has enough access to basic goods. Moreover, the public is guaranteed a sustainable wage. In this, the green socialism, in the advantage of the green socialism and socialism also, the advantage of first of all absence of exploitation, absence a socialistic system ensure that no worker is exploited. How? Well, each of the workers in the community has a say on how the resources are managed, and each person receives and contributes based on an individual's potential. And according to the socialistic system, each person is guaranteed access to basic goods. Even those who are not able to contribute. Such a result, the system helps to minimize poverty levels in the society. In addition, each person has the same right to access health care and other important social aspects, such as education. And the next is rejection of discrimination. Rejection of discrimination, the system approves discriminations, and each person does what he is good at or what he enjoys best. If there are jobs that should be done and there is no one to perform them, a higher remuneration is provided. Natural resources are protected for posterity. These are the rejection of discriminations and the advantages of the socialism. And the next is the disadvantages of socialism. First of all, dependence on cooperative pooling. Perhaps the greatest disadvantage of a socialistic system is its reliance or cooperative pooling to get things done. In addition, people who are competitive in the community are viewed in a negative light, and the society expects cooperation and not competitiveness. According to socialism, competitive individuals tend to find ways to cause social unrest for personal gain. And these are the next is lack of competitiveness and innovations. Socialism does not reward entrepreneurship, real virtues, or competitiveness. Consequently, socialistic system does not encourage innovation as much as capitalism. And the next is the socialism versus capitalism. Capitalism, also known as a free market system, and socialism differ based on their rational underpinning. In addition, they also differ based on implied or stated goals as well as the framework of ownership and the production process. This is the socialism and capitalism, also known as free market system. And the structurally a free market system and socialism can be distinguished based on rights to property as well as control of the production process. Under a capitalistic economy, enterprises and private individuals control the means of production together with all the profits. And under a socialistic structure, a central authority controls the resources used in the production process. Private property is unheard of, but where it exists, it is in the form of consumer products. And the next, while a capitalism system is depend on decisions of independent person who influence the production process, a socialistic structure controls the production process by regulating the market system. And this the contemporary political system of socialism, and they argue socialism creates equality and provides security. A wonder's value comes from the amount of time they work, not in the value of what they produce. And the while capitalism exploits workers for the benefits of the wealthy society and the material resources among all people, and competitive buying and selling in the market and free access to goods and services also. In the challenges of this socialism and the poor track record, socialism is sometimes referred to as an optimum post scarcity. And the system of this socialism is developed in opposition to the access and abuse of liberal individualism and capitalism. This is the under 19th century Western European countries are also some individuals and families richer quickly, while others sink into poverty, creating income inequality and other social concern. The rule of engagement in the socialistic system is that each person receives, and contributes according to his ability. For this reason,
इसमें तो सब्जेक्ट बनने हैं,
and
क्या आइटम
the
का इस्तेमाल करने के हैं बायो के
and the type of
हाँ
socialism, and socialism has who's disturbing socialism has also been democrated through a cooperative system in which each member of the society and own a share of communal resources. And the end of the topic, the summary of this topic is unlike capitalism, socialism is dependent on the efforts of each member of the community. Members of the community pool together to manipulate factors of production, and the proceeds are shared equally by all the members of society.
ऊपर तो सेम साइन हमेशा
The advantage is that no single member works more than the rest, and individuals who cannot participate are provided for as well. However, since the government controls everything and it is possible
आशा
for
कुमारी
it to abuse its
बीएससी सेकंड ईयर
authorities. This is the all the topic
में डाल देता
and the and the system. Mute your mic.
बस
Mute
रसीद
your
ले
mic.
जाना कभी बाद में चक्कर लग कैसे नहीं बैंक
And this is the end of this topic.
बैंक वाला
And end of this topic, here are some references is there in
बीच
the
में आया तो लेना
mute your mic. And some references is there in this topic. In this topic's references are there. The help, the more read in this topics. And the end of this topic, the first, the multiple choice question is there. The multiple choice question, first question is, films are unfunded for societies, peoples, population, culture. The answer of this question is societies. Societies is the right answer of this question. Forms are unified for societies. And the next question, which group plays most crucial role in lives? Primary group, secondary group, and territory group, and the quaternary group. What is the answer of this question? The answer of this question is primary group. Primary group plays most crucial role in lives. And the next question of this topic, information society. is known as post industrial society, industrial society, feudal society, and agricultural society. Which type of society is information society? The society name is the right answer of this question, post industrial society. Post industrial society, information society is known. And the next question, colonies were established to secure. Where secure the colonies? People, society, markets, and nations. The colonies were established where the markets. The answer of this question is markets. And the next question of this topic, Durkheim saw religion as a source of social structure, social change, social stability, and social belief. An economic policy, Durkheim saw religion as a source of, the answer is this question, social stability. Social stability is, Durkheim saw religion as a source. And the next question, an economic policy based on collecting silver and gold by controlling colonial and foreign markets through taxes is called capitalism, colonialism, colonialism, mercantilism, and slavery. The what is the right answer of this question? The right answer of this question is an economic policy based on collective silver and gold by controlling colonial and foreign markets through taxes is called capitalism, colonialism, and mercantilism, slavery. The right answer is, this question is mercantilism is the right answer of this question, because this mercantilism is an economic policy, is the based of collecting silver and gold by controlling colonial and foreign market. And the next question is, theory creates a testable proportion about culture, people, society, and traditions. The what is the answer of this question? Culture is not the testable proportion. People are also not the testable proportion. And society is the right answer, because the society is a theory creates a testable proportion. And the next question, a class system is based on a class system is based on social factor and the individual achievement social groups and A and B. What is the answer? The answer of this question is the class system is based on social factor and also the individual achievement. So the answer of this question is A and B both. Both is the answer of this question. And the next question, social expectation. Social expectation are made clear and unforced on the cultural level, community level, society level, and national level. These are the level of the social expectation. And what is the right answer? The right answer of this question is cultural level. Cultural level is the right answer of this question because cultural level, social expectation are made clear and unforced. And the next question, this is the next and the last question. An equal ability of all peoples to participate in educational system is called universal access, communication, technology, modernization. What is the right answer? The right answer of this question is universal access. Universal access is the right answer of this question. The universal access is the right answer because an equal ability of all peoples to participate in eco educational system. This type of educational system is universal access. So the right answer of this question is the universal access. And these are the questions of this question of this topic. And the end of this question, we discuss the summary of the topic. Unlike capitalism, socialism is depend on the efforts of each member of the community. Members of the community pool together to manipulate factors of production, and the proceeds are shared equally by all. And this the its key advantage is that no single member works more than the rest, and individuals who cannot participate are provided for as well. However, since the government controls everything, it is possible for it to abuse its authority. This is the summary of this topic. And the end of this topic, all about of this topic is contemporary political system, socialism. And the end of this topic, we say thank you